and welcome to mod making part. That's text editor. Let me start Blender. So we can see where we finished last time. So last time we were done with those types of vents, right? So that is van 70. We have finished all animations, but I don't think we have done export. Okay. And yeah, window animations are done, so I usually do those last. Let's make this whole collection visible. Components collection does not need to be visible. So that's our, oh, yeah, we got the lights, right? We got the lights separated. We did not move them to appropriate collection yet. So front lights here. Let's get tail lights here. Tail lights here. Shouldn't there be more lights though? Yes. Here are two more sets of lights for Chevy. Okay. Now you are light dash front left object. That's your name. That is light dash front right object. Let's copy that. Now that one is gonna be light Chevy rear left. Select all, copy. Oh, that's fine. That's gonna be Chevy rear right. That's gonna be oh, okay. Let's grab that name again. Let's paste it here. That's gonna be dash rear left. And that is dash rear right. Those are all good. Let's save. And now let's export. Oh, we want to find correct folder to export. That is it. Oh my god, how many export files are there? Let's check our PZ preset. So only visible objects, only armatures and meshes. Armature does not add leaf bones. Animations, only export all actions. So that should be it. Let's prefix by PZK, so we know what it belongs to, and export. One thing I didn't do was battery, but with this van it does not have a lot of space under the hood to add battery. Oh, why is that? Oh, okay. Here, like that, if I put battery here, it will encroach on the interior. Because honestly, that's not where an engine would be on a van like that. Because it might be like in here in the space between driver and passenger, or more likely it's here under the seats. But yeah, that's where the hood is. and the battery would be also concealed somewhere there. So I'm not gonna worry about that this much. Anyway, done with those models. Let's hook them into text or into scripts. And we are also done with Marocco80 scripts, aren't we? With Marocco80, I also wanted to check it, actually. Let's save that. Let's open recent Marocco80. So I was notified that there might be some UV changes here for newer police variants. So let's make a material. Well, let's grab this material, dash default, and try to assign appropriate Marocco80 police bulletin sheriff, like that texture here. Oh, that's camera light bar. Let's hide all. Let's show that. Okay. So we have a bit of like a line sag here and armature. If we show like hood and trunk, and that trunk should be like also here. Yeah, that is warped a bit as well, right? So that's what I was told about. Not fan of that happening, but what you gonna do? Let's select scene root. Let's import FBX. Select from those vehicles Marocco light bar. So let's take this. Oh, that's not Marocco80 light bar. That's Marocco. Import FBX Marocco80 light bar. So that's the vehicle we should take as an example. Let's move it to the side. Let's assign it to this material. Oh. Yeah. See, there are some changes here. Some changes here. Not fan of that. Hopefully that's not that big of an issue. That stays about the same. Okay. So here's what we need to do. Component vehicle shared. Oh, that part here, let's use this same material. Edit and edit this. So the different UVs are on those faces here. Right? Right. That face here is okay. Okay. Okay, I think we can deal with that. So first, let's take those faces from here. Let's duplicate them. Let's move them by X here. So we know that those faces are our example where the textures were. Now, those faces here. Let's match selection, go into this side view, go to UV editing, once again side view, UV, project from view, and we are facing the wrong way. Scale X 1 negative, so flip that. Okay, that is our UVs we want to straighten up. Now let's select some faces here so we know where that should go. So to about what extents. So now let's select all of that. Move that here. Let's match magnet, vertex, active, select that vertex here, move along x-axis. Oh, yeah, with magnet mode active here, not that. I want this vertex to be active. Don't you get it? Okay. Move X to match. Move X to match this. Okay, so that doesn't work here. Median center closest. Move X. Okay, and that matched us with this position. Now, scale X. No. Shift S, cursor to selected, pivot mode around cursor, move that, scale X, and we need to match it here. But apparently for scaling, magnet does not work, does it? Yeah, enable scale, so scale X to match this vertex with the closest one, which would be this. Okay, width-wise, we are now golden. Move along y-axis, snap here. That is all good. Shoot. Okay, select this vertex, move cursor to here. Let's select everything linked to this vertex, so that part. And now let's scale by Y to match here. And yeah, those are a bit off, but at the same time, if we go back to models, okay, that worked less, a bit worse than I expected, because our, yeah, those faces, they probably need to be like viewport from here. That's where they're looking on. Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm doing vehicle mode now. Currently, we have an issue with some of those lines here that... Oh, that one is fixed quite well. That one is less so. Either way, orthographic view here. I really want to really want to make a view on those faces that are aligned with normal. So maybe that's the view I'm looking for. Let's face select. Select all of that, and that. And now UV editing. Once again, UV. Oh. Five. Orthographic view. Let's select that. UV. Project from view. Okay, and same deal as before, scale X at 1 negative, fine, move somewhere here, move along X, snap here, scale X, snap here, move Y, snap here, scale Y, snap here. So is that better? Yeah, I think it is. So that's when it was like bent here. Now it's quite straight. You Shift 7 to align view with selected faces. Oh, so if I select this and type Shift 7, that's not exactly. Okay, I guess it is, though it's kinda rotated awkwardly. Shift 7, yep. Thank you for that hint. Like I said, I'm not an expert here, so I appreciate the advice. Okay. Can we then rotate this view around this axis? Like, can we roll our camera? Oh, maybe I can ask that in Google. Blender roll viewport. Nope, Shift, Control, and mouse wheel does not seem to do the trick. Input viewport global and new, set operator, view roll, create binding for both left and right. Okay. Clicking one on numpad, yeah, that aligns a viewport with one of axis and one of selected axis, and yeah, that's the only one I'm interested in, but it's not edit preferences, viewport. Once again, what it was talking about, user preferences, input 3D view, input, tablet input, nope. User preferences, input, 3D view global. Well, not happening, unfortunately. That's a bit bad. And yeah, now my viewport at a weird angle. Okay. Select all of that. Let's... yeah, the issue I'm having is, yeah, I can select those faces. I can then use this helpful Shift 7 to align viewport with normal of those faces. That is what I need. But I now want to roll my viewport around this axis so that is aligned horizontally. So view this rotation X. Okay. Oh, that's 3D cursor. That's not viewport. Sorry. Sorry about this intermission. Okay. Lock rotation, that's... Okay, well, that's like showing that I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Let's, once again, let's try Shift 7. That positions our viewport over this one. Shift S, cursor to... Can we now add a camera here at this my position of viewport? So Shift A, no, not editing mode, Shift A, add a camera. So that camera position, can we now Okay, Shift S, cursor to selected, camera, Shift S, selected the cursor. So that camera is now okay. So that camera is looking at about the same position as cursor, and we can please use local space. So I want you to just change your role like that. Once again, local space. Move that way. Okay. Now view. Oh, we have camera to view or view to camera. Now, how do I look from this camera's perspective? Look to 3D cursor, camera to view. Lock rotation. Okay, that works. That works. Thank you. That's what I needed. Okay, now duplicate those faces, move X here, select matching, UV. Oh, once again, get this camera selected, Shift 7, that's okay. UV project from view. And now those three, yeah, they are oriented right. Move here. Move X to match here. Cursor to selected. Scale X to match, guess this one. That one, yeah, that one would be most closely related. Move Y to match here. Scale Y, match here. What? Scale Y. Well, that obviously is closer. Scale X. Match that way. Okay. Now that's our stripe. Cool. Drop those faces and drop those faces. Those are straight. That one, actually, I don't like how that turned out to be. That one went too high. Shift 7. That's okay. Shift A, camera. That's nice. Now with that camera, move local position out like so. Rotate. That's our top, isn't it? So rotate. Now let's view from that camera perspective, and we are good. Okay, move X here. Shift S, cursor to selected. Select linked. Move to match that way. Scale by Y to match that way. Scale by X to match. Scale by X to match that way. And yeah, we are having a little bit of a problem because we need to be that. So now all of that, we want to match 4 points. We want to match that point here, that point here, that point here, and that point here. Let's start by moving without magnet moving you about here. That's okay. Now let's scale that down so we can rotate this point in here. Like that. And finally we want that point. Well, yeah, let's scale Y that and scale X. Yeah, that's not gonna fly. That's gonna be too much of a scaling. Okay, just take that vertex, magnet, snap here, that vertex, snap here. Let's just move all of that this way and those even a bit further down. Okay, that kinda looks cool. So that thing we fixed. Now let's get rid of this camera. We no longer need those. Let's enable everything in this collection. Save. And export. FBX. That is our exports, and Marocco80, I believe that. Oh, we didn't export it yet. So presets PZ export. Now we have yeah, I have a fixed texture that I have to work with. Sorry for this. 0 to align view with camera. Yeah, thank you. That would have been helpful if I noticed that. But I got too carried away with doing stuff that I stopped paying attention to chat. Sorry. Yeah, I have a fixed texture that I cannot change. And I need to align my geometry based on this texture. Because I was working with one version of geometry and then the creator changed it a bit, and now I need to mirror those changes. That's what I was doing, but now it's done. We can start throwing together scripts. So first script, we want to make Morocco models textured. Copy paste. Rename Marocco80 models textured. Okay, so we have 2 seats and interior. And all of those need to be from Marocco80 FBX. So let's name that. Paste all of those, and now textures here. Which texture is best? Oh, I forgot to switch back to editing. So let's go UV editing. So that one, it has seat textures, it has engine textures, that's all fine. That one also has everything we want, and yeah, let's just copy that name. So going to text editor, and we need to paste name of texture here. That should do that for Morocco. Now animated scripts. I really should organize those better, but for now that's what we have. Let's copy our old Morocco script, rename it into Marocco80 animated. Done. That's one thing. First thing first, let's replace all of that with Marocco80 export file name. Rename, copy, paste, replace all. That's fine. Now, textures here are not important. They are like based on vehicle. But we want to change that prefix here. With Marocco80, so those model names don't conflict. Now, what parts do we have? We have 2 doors, we have 2 windows, that's fine. We have trunk, we have hood, windshield, rear window. Rear window on Morocco here is not linked to trunk, so it can be static. So we can remove that and that part. Yeah, those scripts are what are defining parts for game. So from the viewpoint of game, currently a vehicle only needs one model here. Like this is vehicle model and it contains all the doors, hood, trunk, everything. If we want to be able to animate and more importantly remove some of those parts, we want them to be defined as separate models, and that is what those scripts do. So that model, for example, defines front left door. Let's double check. Here in Blender we have those different objects, and yeah, that is our door front left object, door front right object. We have also sport variants that are a bit different, and we'll have to add sport variants here too, but that would be a bit later. Now hood, that's fine, windshield fine, rear windshield, lights. Okay, we have Morocco lights, front left, rear right. All of those are defined. Yeah, just like that. Now that is a template that collects all lights. Those are kind of same for all those Marocco80, so here it is a bit redundant, but just for consistency, that's its own template. That template here is what links those particular parts to a vehicle. So here we can state that, yeah, trunk door part of this vehicle is using model named like this. And that model here is like importing this mesh with this shader, with those bone weights from this file. That's doesn't need a lot of changes here, but yeah, here they are. Now battery. Battery coordinates is something we might want to check here. Did we add battery? Let's hide. No, doesn't look like we have placed battery correctly. Shift S, cursor to world origin, scene. Let's import from that folder PZK battery. So battery position for this vehicle should be somewhere here. Maybe move up a scooch. So should be fine. So if we re-enable HUD, yeah, it's not clipping through. Now these battery positions, we need to copy them into script. So first, this X position here, copy. Oh, I forgot to show you. Here in Blender, I imported this battery object. I moved it to correct position, and now I'm copying its coordinates. So I copied this X coordinate. That goes here into this X coordinate here. And here it is negative. There we need to drop this negativity because of axis change. Now this Y coordinate from here, well, Y coordinate from here goes into Z coordinate here. And similarly, this Z coordinate, that needs to go into Y coordinate here. Okay, those are fun. Battery position is set correctly. All good. Now, we have two types of doors. We have sport doors and we have normal doors. And yeah, those might need some changing around. And also windows. Windows are not dependent on fixed or dynamic shader, so those probably should split them into their own template. So let's check that. Template, Marocco80, animate doors. Let's copy that line, dump it here and like that. And rename this into shared. Now everything that is not going to be universally shared, like trunk, doors, hood, that all goes in here. But since we want that template to also inherit everything from shared, we can add instruction like template, exclamation marks, shared. And make sure that this template is now defined after shared. So by the time the game gets to this instruction, it knows where to look. That's one thing. Honestly, I'm not sure if that is important. Well, that script is not for any vehicle, but all the vehicles have like similar scripts. Like all those, no, those are models. All those files here are scripts for specific vehicles. So that's a lot of work. Okay, now, like I said, we want to separate doors, and windows too. Those two windows are dependent on what type of doors we have, don't they? Okay, all those windows get hooked with those doors then. That's that, that. Okay. Windows are here along with those doors, but they need to be moved to their own template. So that is gonna be basic doors. So we move those two, those part definitions here, and that basic doors is gonna be referenced here. Template, exclamation mark equals that. Save. Okay. And that should give us enough. Yeah, let's make sure that vehicle name is also read correctly. This Morocco. Vehicles Marocco80. Yeah. Now with this script being done, textured models, that's Morocco. What about that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Forgot to change those model names. Thank you. Now we can apply animations. That function here is something I wrote, so there is not much documentation about it. But its use is pretty straightforward. Start by this name. Let's also get vehicle ID set correctly. Oh, and I just reminded myself I need to change stream details. Okay, that's done. And now Marocco80. Oh, snap. Now that Marocco80 only exists currently in civilian variant. Okay. Well, at least here in my records. Can we find here? Marocco80 police. Marocco80. Well, we now have Morocco and Morocco police. Okay. That's fine. That's fun. That's something we have to add more. Anyway, Marocco80 uses this as its base model. Marocco80 uses that as its lights template here. And that as its doors template. And now what do we have with those seats and doors configuration? We have, yeah, two doors with windows. We have trunk door and we have seats match just doors, right? Yeah, there is no back seats there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine and fun. So that code can be saved. And let's jump into game and check out of this vehicle. First, let me reintroduce debug key. And start it. So that's gonna take a minute. Oh, vehicle creation. I don't know about video instructions, but if you go to Zomboid modding forums, there I believe was a post with rather comprehensive manual how to add a vehicle. But all that complexity is, well, most of that complexity is because of animations. Without animations, you don't have to go with that many part definitions, and you can just reuse some templates from vanilla cars. So like you can use like standard two-door layout, standard rear doors layout, things like that. So you don't have to like go and make a unique script for each vehicle. That's only because okay. I already confirmed that I want ragdolls enabled. Why do you ask me again? Load game. That's our workshop game with vehicles. So let's load into that. Oh, and it will now be transforming this save. Yeah. Well, I guess at least we will see this white zombie silhouette bashing door again. Here it is. Okay, halfway there. Okay, walking on. And the game should load rather soon. That's a van. Okay, that's Marocco80. That uh, works to a degree. We have doors, well, that are a wrong texture, but okay. Trunk getting open, that's fine, that's all okay, but we're missing this engine block here. Okay, and why is that? Yeah, I have a telegram. That should find me. Okay. So what's the problem with textures here? If we go to where's vehicle, HSV and skin. Oh, it's probably too dark for you. Let me speed up till it's daytime. Okay. Okay, so let's resume normal speed. With those doors, we have several skins that are on the same vehicle. So we have those sport variants that have doors that should go up to the roof. And we have those variants with solid roof. Oh, actually, yeah. And here the door gets opened with like a thin white frame on the sides because it has to. But if we try to switch it to a vehicle with one of those skins, then that top frame wouldn't work. So that's why I created alternative door variants for this, but we'll have to cut those into two pieces. Well, into two vehicle IDs. Now, debug main spawn vehicle. Let's find Morocco. Morocco80 bulletin, Morocco police, Louisville. Let's police mid. Morocco police West Point, yeah. Morocco80 bulletin. Morocco80 Kentucky State Trooper. And Morocco80 Louisville. Morocco80 Muldrow. Okay. So all of those vehicles have different vehicle IDs, but they are close enough to existing vehicles so we can hook them into animations now. Oh, let's do that. Okay, text here. So first, with scripts, let's take Morocco Animated. Let's make a copy of this file. Control-C, Control-V. Rename, you are gonna be Morocco Animated NR. That stands for no random. That is for fixed bodywork vehicles. So we want that to be Morocco Lights A. And what is vehicle name? Oh, okay. Yeah, I would expect this to be lights, but I am not sure. Now here, this door also needs to be a no random. Prefixed windows gonna be shared. Trunk and hood need no random models. That's okay. Windows shared, lights all shared, including template. That's okay. Now with those with this template, our doors and engine bay, they all need to be no randomed. Like that, and that template needs, this whole template needs to be named with no random. Save. That's okay. Now for this, for Morocco, we can clone animation profile, because that vehicle is basically same as this with some modifications. So we know we can use that as our base. Now with this step, those changes are gonna be quite extensive. So we need to change base mesh. We don't need to change lights. So that can be false here, mentioned here. And template, we want to use this one. And door layouts, that's okay, that's the same. Now with this vehicle name, that is gonna be Morocco Police. Let's check this. Chevalier Morocco Lights. Oh, that's modal. Okay. Chevalier Morocco Police LV. So that's gonna be our first police vehicle. Let's check that out. And with Marocco80, we also lost our interior. So what's wrong with that? Let's check Blender, vehicles, interior, that object name, that's correct. Oh, and let's copy that model name. Marocco80, and with our interior shared, let's paste it here. Okay, that should do it, shouldn't it? And we need to restart the game. So I'm using Steam interface to kill the game and then restart it. Let's wait for the game to restart, and that's gonna be good. Okay, that's the third time it asks me if I like ragdolls. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I don't mind answering. This load should be a bit faster. So now Louisville Police Modern Morocco should have animations too. Vehicle Morocco lights. Okay, that's gonna look funny. Because it's not called Morocco lights, turns out. Yeah. So that is our Louisville police car. That is kinda missing a car. So we need to figure out what's the object name here. But before we do, did we fix that? We did not. Vehicles interior mesh is no such mesh. Huh? Vehicles interior. That's the mesh. Oh, it has several materials set up here. Okay, that's fine. We just keep one. Let's make this whole collection visible. Everything here invisible. Let's save. Export FBX. PZK Marocco80. Re-export. Game. So that should now have re-imported. Yeah, so that's correct. That is fine. If we remove this window, yeah, we can see that, yeah, seats are inside. So that is also fine. That is fine and dandy. Now, with those sports, with the sports variant of Morocco, let's see how that is done. So text, Marocco80 animated. We need some more models. Specifically, we want to copy those two door and those two window models. We need to give those new copies separate names. Sport, for example, Windows Sport and Windows Sport. That's fine. And object names here. That's not going to be just door front left object. If we go to Blender, correct object would be called door front left sport object. Let's copy that. And we used the same suffix for all objects like that. So if we copy this sport and paste it across here, we should be fine. Okay, double check this just in case. Now that template here. Okay, and sport. So all of those, they use, they use sport subsets here. That exists, that exists, that exists, that exists. Okay. Now that if we call that like sport, and instead of using this template here, well, no, that template here, we call that template. That's gonna be our sports stores. And on top of that, we want a different base model. Let's take that model, Morocco 80 Sport. Object name is vehicles Morocco 80 Sport. Oh, how surprising. Like that. So, if we now take that bit here and use that instead as our base mesh, and here we'll also use sport doors, that should give us a pretty good result. But we also want to add police variants, don't we? Yeah. First, let's fix our issue here. Let's save that. No. Go to text. Let's copy, rename this Morocco 80 animated, no random. And one thing I forgot with this no random, and we shouldn't forget, is let's take any other no random. We need to use different shader here. So Morocco, that. Why do we? Oh, lights. Yeah, of course. Trunk, hood. So all those models, they need to use this shader instead. And here, yeah, use that shader too. You are Morocco lights. Front door, front window, and we don't use sports with fixed. We might, so I'll just keep them. In either case, we don't have windows different options with fixed texturing, so windows can go away. Trunk and hood stay, windshield, window, rear lights, including template, all of that goes. Shared template goes. Now basic doors. That needs to be a no random. That needs to be a no random option, and those two need to be no random options. Okay. Change everything into that shader. Thank you. Lights. Camaro light bar. That's the object name here. No random model names. Trunk, hood. Now basic doors, no random. Use those parts here. Sports, no random. On doors, please use no random variants. Now animate doors, no random. Use no random trunk. Use no random basic doors, no random hood. Same deal here. Trunk, template, and hood. Save that, and that should be good to make more police variants here. Okay, let's go down here, Chevalier Morocco80 police, 80 bulletin. That inherits from this vehicle, uses that mesh as base, uses same lights, and for doors we want to use basic doors here. While that template, I want to change it to use, yes, sports and sport doors. So that should be fine. Now, question of the century. Let's open recent. Where's Morocco? Morocco. How is that called here correctly? Vehicle Morocco lights. Text. Morocco vehicles. Yeah, vehicles Morocco lights. That's okay. Save. And we should be now good to copy that to other police vehicles. So what kind of police vehicles do we have? Scroll down to mod data, Chevalier Morocco police. We have police West Point. That is a copy of this Morocco Louisville police, and nothing else changes. So we just stop it here. And we can copy that couple more times. So we need police Mead. Oh, that's just it. Okay. So police West Point, police Mead. That's okay. Now let's restart game and check how it works. Confirm. And play. Loading scripts. If it shows me, like, do you want to enable ragdolls again? I'm gonna be surprised. Well, not surprised. But oh well. Yeah, once again, it's asking about ragdolls. Yes, please. Continue game. Okay. So now all of those Morocco variants should be linked to animations. And they are. Yay us. Oh, that's locked. Okay. Now, that is a bit messed up because I messed up some parts of this script. I know what went wrong. I know how to fix it. We will be fixing it now. What I am also interested in is that. Okay, it also got linked to animations, and since that is using all doors, please give me the key. They stayed the same. Cool, so that animation profile can be copied elsewhere. Fine, fine. So, what went wrong with those doors? That's bone allocations. So let me show you this Marocco80 animated. Here, those doors, not those doors, sport doors, not no random, basic one. Modals, doors, sports, front left. That is attaching its bone weight to front left door bone. If we go to Blender scene and check out open recent Marocco80, don't save changes here, and check this front left sports door, that should be attached to front left door sport bone. So that's one thing that is going on here. Let's paste that here, and similarly here for this right door. Oh, I pasted it here. And similarly for right door, let's go copy its name. Right door. That vertex group. Text. Paste. Okay, that's one bit. And now windows. Windows are gonna be a bit even more tricky. Well, first, yeah, let's paste those two. Left door sport bone, left door sport bone. Because we need to attach two bones here. So, what other bones? Well, let's go check them out. Here you can see that it is attached to door bone and window bone. So that's for left window. So window, front left, left door, left window bone. And back to Blender. That one needs to copy this right window bone name. Right door and right window, sports bone. Save, and that should fix this issue. Now we checked this Marocco bulletin, it connected with animations, so we can copy this bulletin profile into other variants of Marocco80 police. Marocco80 police. So we have bulletin, we have Kentucky State Trooper, paste here, and we have Louisville, And we have Maltra. Right. Right. Okay. So let's copy that 2 more times. Cut that, paste here, cut that, and paste here. Save, and that should be all of those vehicles. So now let's restart game and check if everything works as needed before we then move to vans. Okay. And it's asking about those same ragdolls again every single time. Well, what you gonna do about it? Oh, we have 5 viewers now, which I am real glad, and I hope you find this stream, well, interesting, enjoyable, or like informative. Not boring, at least. So how is all your days going? I hope it's going fine. I'll be streaming for about 2 more hours, and, well, 2 more hours and 20 minutes, or 17 minutes to be precise. Though I'm never precise with stream endings, so who knows. Either way, all of those vehicles now need to be animated. Yeah, that one is, that one is, that one is, right, right. So all of those, and that one. Okay. We have some discrepancy here. So what's wrong with this window? Oh, hello, Kita. Yeah, that gray box, as you probably see by now, is where chat gets on screen, so people who are watching the recording on YouTube can also get idea what's going on. Okay, so what's wrong with this window? My guess is that's a Blender error. Let's see. Okay, yeah. We have this offset here, which is not supposed to be here. Control. Let's go Control A, apply all transforms. Save and file, export, FBX. Going here, PZ preset, PZK Marocco80, export. Now if we go back to game, that should re-import it and be fixed. Yeah, and yeah, the gray background, so the letters are a bit more visible, though it still needs a lot of fine-tuning. Anyway, that's how the doors open now. So you can see with those large windows, they look cooler, like a DeLorean style. And a side effect of this is if we switch to other skins that even have flat roof, those animations stick with them. Yeah, those get a bit wonky, but way to fix it on stream is to either reload those vehicles, and one way to reload them is to like teleport away, so that chunk gets out of immediate memory. And then let's go and jump back here. Teleport here. Here we are. Yeah, you see doors fixed themselves. Now, I'm actually interested here. How does this door? Oh, that door opens okay. And so it's just this one. Okay, so that's this cabrio. Okay, those Moroccos are now done, so we have those 3 happy vans. We need to add to animations. Okay, debug, main, spawn vehicle, van 70. So we have a Chevalier van 70. We have van 70. We have dash van 70, which looks close enough. We have dash van 70 riddle, which I already have imported, van 70, and we have Franklin van 70, which is different from all of those. You see those wheel positions, and they are closer to vanilla van. So if we go to like a van seats, creature Mirai, yeah. Though, no, that's a model of its own. So the hood is much different from vanilla van. And those doors are different from vanilla van, so yeah, that's gonna be its own model. And those 3, they can be animated now. Vehicle angles. Can we shift you? Yeah, like that. That's fine. Okay. All of those vans, if I remember correctly, are 6-seaters. So it has, yeah, 6-seater here, 6 seats here, and 6 seats here with this mystery machine. Okay, yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Well, this wheel here will kind of mess up with hood open, I guess. Will it though? Oh, it might not. We'll see. Which one? This? Or that white line? Well, yeah, textures sometimes are sloppy. But we work with what we have. Here, driver looks different from rear doors. Well, maybe that does not scratch my eye, to be honest. The main difference I see is window height. Like those windows match, this one doesn't, but that's okay. Either way, let's go to our text editing. We want to take... no, that's not it. Close that. cvan70, yeah, that's the file we want. Scripts here. Then seeds no random, then seeds animated. Yeah, let's copy that file. Copy that script. Let's rename it to van70 animated. That's one thing. So instead of PZK events, we should use that cvan70 rename, copy. That should be our export file. Now, instead of van, let's use van70. And in Blender, let's open a relevant Blender file. So let's save that. Let's open a recent cvan70. So our main, oh, what's that? Why aren't those named correctly? And are they processed correctly? No, they are not. Well, first of all, they should be together. Then select all, Alt-N, average, face area, and duplicate, Alt-N, and Alt-N, flip. So now those windows are visible from both sides. So that is a rear window dash S object. So that is static part of rear windows. Okay, and we have that as well. That needs to be processed to Alt-N, average, face area, duplicate, and flip to be visible from both sides. You are a rear window Chevy S object. Okay, now we added those two more objects, well, renamed and processed. And we need to save and re-export. Export FBX. PZK cvan70 preset from PC export. Good. Now, what's the main object name? Chevalier van70. That's one. Now doors. Front doors are shared, windows are shared, seats. Oh, that's it. That's just rear doors that are shared across all of those vans except for a riddle van. But we need more of those, more parts here. That's like not the full vehicle. Vents, FBX, yeah, that's FBXs. Then models textured, why is that here? Van box, door front left, yeah, that's not it. Van brig, van door front left, van door front right. So windows. Okay. So we need not just rear doors and windows, we want front doors and windows too. And we want, I guess, hood and windshield and rear window, and trunk is not here, but we'll add it. So hood, windshield, rear window. Let's rename all of those. Let's rename all of that into that. That should be good enough. Oh, lights. We also want modals and lights. Let's copy and paste. Yeah, we'll need 2 sets of lights. Shit. Then 70, door front left, door front left. Here. Door front left, yeah, we have only special rear doors for a riddle. And we have trunk that is universal and special for riddle, which is fortunate because riddle is the only one with fixed texture. Let's take this hood. Let's rename you to trunk. Let's give you trunk doors. Well, trunk object name and bones. You need 2 bones. You need trunk left bone. And you need trunk right bone. Windshield, window rear, yeah, rear window, that needs to be, well, first animated, and then use those same trunk bones. So let's put like that. Save, okay. Front left door bone, front left, that's fine. Oh, where are the rear doors then? Oh, here they are. So, rear doors. Names do match, but they use double bones too. For example, for door rear left, we have that as our first bone, and that as our rear bone. Similarly here. That's okay. And for windows, they use the same bones as their doors. Like that. And for rear right as those two. Cool. Now lights. Once again, that's gonna be 170, but they are also gonna be different based on Chevrolet or dash vans. Okay, light front left. That's not how you are called, is it? You are called light Chev front left. And that Chev suffix is everywhere. Chev rear right, Chev rear left. Van 70 Chev lights. That's okay. Let's get that model name, use that here. That model name goes here. Rear left and rear right. Okay, those lights are fine. Now we want to copy them for dash. Change to dash. Replace. Okay, that's fine. Dash. That's the different base model. Okay. Whew. Now here. Yeah, that template can go away. That template can get collapsed. Okay, van 70 seats animate doors. Door rear. That's gonna be called trunk from here. That's door front left. That should be, yeah, that exists. That exists. Door rear left. That exists. That exists. I'm monitoring some highlights here in this panel to the right. Engine door, yes. Window front left. That exists. That exists. That exists and is parented. That's okay. Windshield, okay. That is okay. Seats. Okay. Seats are gonna be finicky because we need to go here. Take this van models textured objects, copy this file, rename to van 70 models textured, and edit that. So we know that all the imports should be from this cvan 70. So replace all. Now texture name. Going to Blender, UV editing. So that Chevalier Van 70, it has engine, it has dashboard, it has seats. So we can use that as our texture. And go text. Replace all. Fine. So van 70 internals. That's PZK, camper, McCoy, taxi, internals, all of those we don't need, those unique ones. Now seats. Well, first of all, yeah, let's also change all this van to van 70. Replace all, okay. Van 70 seats, middle left, middle right. Modal van 70 seats, rear left, seats, rear right. Brig seat, rear left, rear right. Those are not needed. Okay. All of those look fine now. If something is wrong, we'll figure it out when we put those in action. Battery. As I mentioned, I don't plan to use battery here for those fans, so I just drop that entirely. And that should let us put those vehicles into here animations. Create animation profile for oh, those are fine. Chevalier van 70. Chevalier van 70. Base model named like that. Lights template named like that. And animations profile template named like that, though we are gonna have a bit of a problem, but we'll fall off that bridge when we get there. Now, we have doors. We have two front doors that have windows. We have a rear left and rear right doors that don't have windows. And seats, they are kind of matching, not just matching what doors are. So we need to make a list here. Can we copy you from some other van though? Yeah, here it is. So that's the full list of all 6 possible seats. Let's paste you here. And that is for Chevalier van. So let's go and check that in game. Okay. Let's close and restart. Driver window looks different than back windows indeed. Yes, please enable ragdolls. Let's continue our save. Okay, no such mesh. A light chev, front right, light chev, front right. Okay, so we are missing some headlights. And, oh, yeah, that's wrong interior. We are missing those doors here. A lot of things gone wrong. Yikes. Huh. Well, let's go check out what's with all of that. Yeah, because that's Vans 2, that's the wrong import file. That's Ash and replace all. Okay, so that should fix some of those lights. What about doors? We have door front left, door front right, that's okay. Are they okay though? Yeah, doors on the front. Doors on the front are okay. Alright. Alright, they're even animated, as they should be. Rear doors are a mess. Interior is a mess. So what's up with the interior? PZK van seats internals. That's a wrong name, my dude. You should be using that. Okay, that's fine. Seats here, van 70, van 70. Okay. Van 70 windshield. Let's go up. Here you are, modal. Van 72. Okay, that's... that was not right. Now rear window. That also is not the right object name. Correct object name is... rear window object here. Like that. Okay, trunk left bone, trunk right bone, that should be okay. Okay, so hood is in the right place. That windshield and rear window we should have fixed. Now what about doors? What about rear doors? Door rear left, van 70. That's correct. Door rear left. Door rear left object. That's fine. Okay, let's restart the game and see if those fixes applied correctly. Yes, please enable ragdolls. I don't mind. Are you experiencing the same, like, asking about ragdolls over and over again problem, or not? Or is it just unique to me? Okay. Less complaints about mesh not found. So. And yeah, the vehicle is looking better, but it's missing trunk and that. It's missing trunk. I think I know one thing that might be going wrong. Apply animations here. Yeah, trunk door version. That's wrong. If we go to other vents, like the one where we copied this full list of seats, it uses rear door version, not trunk door. So that should get us our trunk door set up, but we still experience issues with those rear doors, right? So and let me see. That is because we don't have rear doors here, we have middle doors here. Yay us. So once we fix that, that should be resolved. Now that vehicle also uses middle doors, and that vehicle, that van, and that van uses rear doors with no windows. Okay. Okay, that's... At least we know what we're dealing with now. So here, let's go to this animated bit. doors, window, rear, door, rear left. It should be middle left and middle right. Same with windows, middle left and middle right. And windows are parented to middle doors. Those model names, they can stay as they are. They are not relevant. Oh, here I changed in this template for doors. I changed door from rear to middle. And model names can stay the same. That door was rear, now it's middle. And windows. That was rear, now it's middle. Linked to middle door. Oh, hello, Bravo. Glad you're enjoying that. Okay, now let's check if that fixes all issues. Now let's close. I believe there will be one issue remaining. And yeah. Though we should be able to fix it. Yes, please. Yes, please use ragdolls. Please continue. Hey. Nope. It did not fix that issue. Huh. I did save that, but it's not helping. Let's remove windshield. Yeah, those doors are still in there, though they changed orientation. That is interesting. So, rear left door remove. Okay. Rear left door install. So we can see that, yeah, they are being added there. They're just... Oh, of course. Silly me. Silly me. I changed middle doors here, but from that point of view, we need to apply that to rear doors here. So that should be doors rear left and middle right. Okay, that should be fine. Now, the problem I was talking about that will stay is with those objects we found here. So we have Chevalier static or rear window part and dash static rear window part. So those need to be also recorded here. Let's see, a rear window. So let's call this shiv rear window. Static object name is, let's copy from Blender, paste here, and it's static, so no bones. Copy, paste, dash. And here let's paste here dash as object. Okay, now those rear windows, they need to be added here with this rear window where it is windshield rear. But which one do we add? So let's make this van 70 animate doors. Let's copy that template name, paste it here. Let's call it Chev template exclamation mark equals this template name. And we want to add more definition to this part. Part windshield rear. No need to re-specify its parent model. Let's name it a static. And copy our static model name from this shiv. Okay, that's one, and that's the other. So that one is dash and dash here. That name, yep, that exists. Okay. Now here, let's use this clone animation profile, find our vehicle ID, dash 70. Here, let's put you here, use you as template. Base mesh for dash is different. So use that lights. They are different for dash. Where's this template? Dash lights. Okay, and don't forget that it needs to be a string. And that needs to be this dash animate doors. All the seats definitions, like rear definition, that can stay. And we want that Chevy animated doors to be here. Okie dokie. Now let's start the game and check if that works. And then we'll proceed to add this riddle van. A riddle van will be added like in a similar way than a police van, because that needs to be like a fixed paint job van here. Okay, that's curious. If I don't set OBS to monitor game, it loads much faster, at least up to main menu. Sorry for that sound. Please load. Okay, so this windshield is missing. Well, that's because we removed it. That now can be installed back. Okay. Hood is closing. Those rear doors, can we open? Yep. We can open those. What about those? Well, I guess they are locked. Let's get inside. Yep. Unlock trunk. Open. Yep. Doors are open. Doors are closed. Cool. And same deal on this van. And you can see they have those different windows. Oh. You are locked. Well, give me the key. Unlock everything here. Okay. That's fine and fun. Now let's animate this bit. This one. This vehicle. Riddle solvers. Yeah, mystery machine. Good reference. So let's copy and paste this animated file. Let's rename it U2 animated, no random. TXT. Okay. Here we are. Now, that vehicle that needs to have like a riddle, base name, base object, that way. So there is just one of those. Door front left, yeah, that needs to be no randomed. Front right, no randomed. Windows are shared. That's okay. Hood, no randomed. Trunk, no random, plus we want to use a different object here. Because that sorry, trunk riddle object here. Trunk riddle object. Now windshield shared, a rear window. That's tricky because we don't have any visible rear window on this van, so just delete all of that. Both of those drop. Now rear doors. Rear doors, they need to be no randoms, but they also should be using different objects. So we have a rear left riddle. here a rear left riddle, and we have a rear right riddle. Paste like that. Those bones are the same, it's just different meshes. So windows don't get defined, lights don't, those lights also don't. And now this template. So no random. So you use trunk, no random. You use door, no random. Yeah, let's copy door middle left, door middle right, but they are now back to being a rear left and a rear right. Engine door is no random. Windows front left, front right, okay. Windows middle left, middle right are gone. Windshield, that's fine. Window rear is gone. Seats, okay. Interior, okay. And those two templates, they are no longer needed in this file. Okay. Now let's create a new animations profile for -70 riddle. That's gonna use that name as base mesh. That needs to use those lights. It needs to use that doors template. It does have rear doors instead of middle doors. Save and let's restart. Yeah, I did misspell that, and if I want to fix it, I'll have to go through every vehicle I have created so far, so that's like a resident typo. But thanks for noticing. Okay. Okay, and we already can see hood up, and it unfortunately does clip through this spare wheel a little bit when it's being opened or closed, but don't think we should do anything about it. That's not the end of the world. Now those doors... Oh, wait, you only have 4 seats? Oh, that's interesting. Get key. Unlock doors. That's okay. And it has gas. And where are the seats? They should be visible here, shouldn't they? Is the problem with those two? Yep, seats are missing. Well, that's an issue. But yeah, you can see that those doors, they're like solid on the inside, and those have like window ports. So that's why, how they are different. Okay, so what's with seats? Oh, yeah, let's check one more thing. Vehicle, let's go to vehicle editor. Now let's see, parts, seat front left, seat rear left. Okay, so seats are not visible. Why? Why aren't seats visible? And is it the same with all seats? No, those front seats are fine. It's just rear seats, yes? Okay, what's wrong with our seats? Seat middle left, seat middle right. Seat rear left, seat rear right, that's okay. UV editing. So they are textured kinda correctly. Chevalier Van 70 shell, that's okay. Seat middle right, middle left, rear right. Did we get any problems in chat here, though? No, I don't think we did. There's no complaints about meshes not being found for those seats. Huh. Scaling is fine. Naming is fine. Is it, though? Okay, so we are using wrong names for seats. Yeah, we forgot to remove those seats qualifiers from here and from here. Now that should work. With exception that, yeah, we have only 4 seats. We don't have middle seats, but they should use middle seats modals, right? Okay. That's 1, and here... that should fix it. Okay. Yeah, I forgot to show you here in text. We had those part definitions modal names were wrong. They were using a different, well, referencing a model that does not exist, but since that didn't involve importing a mesh, and it's the whole model that didn't exist, it didn't raise this usual debug log. Anyway, that should now be fixed. Okay, let's start the game again. Okay, What about your seats now? Weren't you opened? Okay. I guess you weren't. Git key again. Yes, when we closed the game, we kinda partially reverted it. Okay, so here are the seats. You can see there. And can we shuffle here? Yep. Oh, why does it close though? Okay, never mind. So we have added those 3 vans. That van will have to wait for a while. It is kinda similar, but it's also significantly different. So that deserves to be its own vehicle. That's a vanilla van. Okay. So what's next on the agenda? We have a bunch of Chevalier tow trucks that are based on, I guess, vanilla D6 vehicles. So let's try to add those. But first let's clean up some of those vehicles here. Because not having vehicles around would improve our load time. I feel like that needs some UV touching we did at the beginning of the stream, doesn't it? Okay. I see a problem with that. Little bit. You see this shading here is different. That's because it considers this to be a window. So for example, if I remove front left window, that will remove that as well. Which, I mean, you get like a semi-cabrio if you remove both windows. But I'm not sure that's working as intended. Okay, and why do you break like that? So I would still appreciate if we could move those two skins into their own vehicle IDs. Vehicle ID. Oh, let's keep that one, because we haven't processed it yet. Remove vehicle. Let's see, debug, main, is it debug, main, spawn vehicle, tow, Chevalier tow truck. Okay, so that's the vehicle we want to process. That vehicle is inherited from Chevalier, or base game trucks. And do we have something that looks like that already in our Blender? Let's save that. Let's open recent, F-type, pickups, all blend. What's that? Okay, so that's just me making a summary of all vehicles. That's not a work file. Caliper, truck bus, PZK van, box, truck, car bear. Yeah, so skip that for now. Okay, Continental Bear 534. Okay, file, new, general. Select all and clear scene. Import. FBX. Bear 354. And just for completeness sake, import FBX. Let's make sure that Bear 732 is noticeably different. Yeah, it's larger, so you can see. So those two are two separate vehicles. Good. That one, let's open. Bear. So you are not using unique texture, alright? Chevrolet Continental Firebear. This one is using 732 shell. So those two use different models but same texture. Okay, fine by me. So here let's import this 723 shell. Let's set texture mode to texture. Backface calling. Alpha none. Hello. Let's apply all transforms to get rid of that. And let's start ripping that apart. Hopefully that's set up nicely. Okay, so that is one door. That is another door. Trunk is not set up correctly. That is yet another door. That is a door. And hood also isn't set up correctly. Okay. Well, most of them were okay. Some were not. What you gonna do about it? Cry about it or not? I think hood should end here. Let's take knife, cut that way, then up to here, and down here. Okay, usually I would shove those vertices in the middle and call it a day, but here I feel like we have some more definition on texture. No, actually no. That's fine being straight. Or, nah, I'll slide that like here and inwards a bit. So to match this curvature a bit better. So that way and that way. Okay. That's fine. That set of faces, that's gonna be our hood. And we have a problem here, don't we? There is no engine block. Okay. That's actually not that bad. We'll just add it. Okay, Alt M, separate selection, move Z1. So we can make sure nothing of relevance was deleted. That looks, well, bad, but could be worse. Now we have some more faces here. That obviously belong to an engine block, but, or like the outer rim of a hood, but we are not gonna need those. So Alt M, selection, move Z1, that's okay. Is that clear enough now? Oh, we have some faces here. Oh, there is engine block. Okay. There is engine block. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Dandy. Okay. Alt M, selection, move Z1 negative. Let's end flip, please. Okay, so that matches here. That's okay. Now all of that can be deleted. All of that can be deleted. Okay. Now, that engine block is now disconnected from this outside. So we want to fix that. Okay, not that, please. Yeah, that will wait. That will wait till we figure out our trunk as well. So, trunk has some geometry here, but I don't think we like it. Because it doesn't mesh with texture. So knife start from here, cut down into here. Knife starting from here, cut down into here. Yeah, okay, get you. I gotcha. Okay, like that. Now knife starting from here down that way. Yeah, I guess we'll have to first delete all those excess faces we don't need, and then we'll be able to do what we want. Okay, calm. Okay, Alt M, separate this selection, move Z1. Okay, so those we keep. Those bits we don't need to keep. And drop those faces. Now here. What's with this rich definition? Drop those three vertices. And you know what? I think we have faces here that we don't need at the moment and probably wouldn't need in the future. Like that. And drop those faces. Okay, that one is actually fine. Okay. Cut like that, and cut like that. Now simplify topology. Okay. Those vertices, they don't exactly match up, but we can like use slide and magnet to make them. And here, okay. That's okay, that's fine. And fine. Okay, now faces. That set of faces plus that set of faces is our trunk that we separate into its own object. And here we are. Okay. Most of things that need to be cut from this vehicle. Oh, yeah. Seat. Seat. Okay. And wheel well. Okay, most of things that need to be cut were cut, so now it's safe to do mesh, clean up, merge by distance. 89 vertices removed, mesh, clean up, delete loose. So 4 vertices and 2 edges. Okay, cool. Okay, let's cut like that. Slide those. We can enable auto weld now. Slide that into corner. Slide that into corner. Slide that as close to here as possible. Slide that to here. Okay. That move Z like to that level. Move Z that level. Okay, so that's our interior of our trunk. Well, that's our trunk interior. Okay. Now we have this rear window. Selecting all of that. Doing a little bit of inset. Okay, I feel like we need some UV fixes here. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, that's all cut. Now we need to make sure that all the interiors are connected to exteriors, which in some cases might take a while. Okay. So, for example, here. That needs to be first moved to its own separate sub-object. Now move Z a bit out of the way. And now we take vertex mode, auto weld. Let's enable magnet mode on and start welding. That one goes back here. That one goes back here. That one goes back here. Now that one needs to connect to outside here. That goes to outside here. That goes, nope, not here, here. And that way. Now we know that this vertex would likely go here, and that here. Now we have that vertex, and a good place for that to go would be here. Okay, so let's do the same trick on that side. Okay, now we need to have like a frame built up here. And no, before let's make sure that this cargo hold area also gets connected to where it's interior to exterior. So let's take those vertices, or those edges from here. Let's extrude like along y-axis, along z-axis, so it's obvious where they are and kind of visible where they should go. So obviously that one should connect here, and that one goes here. Okay, that's fine. Now we have triangles here and here. And good thing to do is take edges here and here, go edge, now bridge, edge, loops. And we also have some vertices here. So like 1, 2, 3. So we need 3 cuts. So let's go 1, 2, 3 cuts, just to make some extra vertices, some extra geometry here. That's okay. Now those added vertices can be connected that way. Okay. And I messed up. So that one should go here. And that's messed up again. How so? That's okay. And that's okay. Now they are fine. Now they are fine, but those positions, they need to be like closer here. Let's no magnet. Shove along that edge. Shove along that edge. Same here. Shove that way and here we are. So we have this access hatch here. We have this frame that is physically existing. We have trunk interior connections. All good. Now, that engine bay. If we select that, yeah, that should go all the way around. And we can extrude by z-axis up. So that's our engine well. And we only have to connect those points from the inside to where they should be on the outside. And sometimes we don't have enough points. And in that case, let's take knife and cut some extra geometry. That goes here. Once again, we are short on geometry. So let's take knife. Move, oops. Move that way. Knife. Oh. Okay. And here we also need 2 more vertices. So cut like that. Okay. And now here we are. So first of all, that vertex right here, I don't know what it does. So let's drop that. And we need to select faces that are relevant to this edge here. Oh, what is that? Okay, that's some loose end. Thought I asked it to be deleted. Okay, that's the edge. Alt M, and let's move it somewhere here. So now there should be this clear gap. And one way to fix this gap is to select one edge, breach those edges, or extrude and then cut some extra geometry. But since we already have that geometry, we can work with that to an extent, I guess, because some of that is twisted in a TZ. No, actually not. That's not that bad. We can work with that. Let's take this. Can we, though? I guess we can have that one be here, while that one is here. That one is here. That goes here. That goes here. Okay, now let's slide that way down. Let's slide it. Let's slide that closer to here. That's okay. What's with this, though? We have that face. Yeah, that should go. Move a Z down. Move a Z to about this level. That's okay. Okay, like that, and can repeat the same on this side. What is that face? That's some loose end. Okay, that's weld, and that moves here. Okay. Okie dokie. Now, engine block of those faces, they need to be their own object. And the strip down of this vehicle is almost complete. We also need to cut out taillights and headlights. that around a bit. Okay, so that's our one light. Yeah, let's add this side light too. Turn signal, I guess. Cut one. Now let's do the same on this side. Okay, that's one. Nope. Slide of that. Slide here, not move here. Please. And thank you. That's okay. That's okay. Separate. Nope. Edge, mark sharp, extrude by Y, not by that much, like so. Individual origins pivots, scale to zeros. Okay, so we have some closing geometry inside. Now let's select all of that geometry, UV editing, and why did we lose selection? Hello? Oh. So move it here. So that way, like if the headlight is missing, we get this, like some glimpse into the interior. And it would be obvious that something is wrong here with the vehicle. Okay. Those lights are kinda close to already existing geometry, which I like. They are kinda complex shape, which I don't like. Fog lights. Let me check. You mean those? Okay. We can cut those too. Okay. That's one, that's the other. Do we have a cut here? Looks like we do, yes. Okay. Let's remove that light. And there you go. Fog lights removed as well. Now, let's join those together and join those together. Well, they are a bit non-symmetrical, but nothing I think I should do about it. Okay, that's light 1, that's light 2. Yeah, close enough. Now that's that works. That works. Edge, mark sharp, extrude by Y, clamp to 0. Now that does not seem to glitch into the trunk. Okay, so that's good. Still, I don't like how those are like overstretched to the sides. So let's set a median point, scale X, and shove them further apart. Okay, that should do it. Oh, here we see a problem that it is, in fact, glitching into trunk. So that one, and no, you don't see it here. Okay, either way, yeah, you see it here. Move by Y a bit back. Cool. No. Okay, no lights and lights. Select all, mesh, once again clean up, delete loose, select all, mesh, clean up, merge by distance, edge sharpness by angle, Alt N, average by face area. Okay, that's not working. Let's set it to like 35. Okay. And yep, that should be it. Vehicles, how is it called? Buyer 534. Cool. Edge, clear sharp. No, they can stay as sharp. Yeah, yes. Guess those need to be added as sharp for consistency. Okay. Okay, here, yeah, that's a problem where I miss didn't join that correctly, did I? Okay. Drop those faces. Oh. Drop those only faces. Now, drop those only faces or edges. Select those two. Extrude. Alt and flip. Okay, that's not right, but we'll fall off this bridge a bit later. Okay, that's better. And we know that this and this should be edge marked as sharp. Okay, that's cleaned up. Now here. That's some hot mess. That should be sharp. That shouldn't be sharp. But those two should be sharp. Okay, so that is now as good as it's gonna get, I guess. Let's deal with other parts. That's a door. Move Z1. Inset. Cut from here to here. Slide that way. And that is our window. Now flip, extrude. Drop those two faces. Drop those faces. Move a z1 negative. Take vertices. That one goes here. That one goes here. Weld inside to outside, and yeah, that door is mostly done. I just want to be like a bit slimmer here. Dissolve this edge. Okay. That door, select all, edge, sharpness by angle, Alt N, average face area. Once again, edge, clear sharpness. Yep, that's about right. So you are door front left object. Okay. Okay. Separate this selection. Flip. Extrude. Lose that face. I'll lose those two faces. Move Z1 negative. Oh, forgot. We need to add some geometry here. that way, and now that way. Okay, so that's our door created. There's something wrong here. No, I don't think so. Okay. Sharpness by angle, Alt N, average, face area. Dissolve edge, slide, like that. And that is our door rear left object. And our time for this stream is running up. So I think that's where I'm going to end. We'll finish up this vehicle next stream, which would be next week, this same time. I hope to see you there. And I hope you had a good time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.